Hola chamitos, Eric Barragán presente y bienvenidos a Chamito Guitar. So what have I been up to? I did it. I put together another parts caster, but this one with genuine Fender parts. Let me show you. Now, you know I talked to you guys about the body, the Richie Kotzen body that I got in Jersey. It was a steal, but it was a steal because the gentleman let it drop, or so he did something to it, like he let it drop here, and like it's got all these imperfections. And when you take the pickguard, you can tell that he drilled the holes for the pickguard itself, and it was okay. I'm not knocking him down because this was a steal of a body. Now this neck, I was gonna put an old maple neck on that one, but that neck wasn't drilled for the bolts, and I was gonna do it myself. But this is such a good body that I didn't want to ruin it. And then when I asked this guy, "Hey, how much is it gonna be?" It's like $100 to do that job, and they would be $100 to do the nut. And it seems pretty pricey. And I did have the neck, the original neck of my Dark Lily, this one. So this neck used to belong here. I have the Warmouth roasted maple neck, and I fracking love it. These are steel frets. These are nickel frets, and the feel is completely different. This is softer. These are harder, slinkier, and this guitar sounds darker than this one. The maple cap on this body makes this such a bright guitar. When I first started playing it, I took it to James Carbonetti in Sunset Park, La Bella Strings, and it's like the guitar shop, something like that. I'm gonna put the website down because he did really good job. I've never had a guitar with this kind of saddles, right? And the intonation on the guitar is spot on. I didn't think it was gonna be that easy, but no, he did it. There was one complaint, but it's not really a complaint. When the guitar was returned to me, the neck, it was leaning too much around. It was leaning too much for one side, and so it was so buzzy. The strings were buzzy, and it was something I didn't notice over there because I was using a really nice amp, and I was like more into the sound of the amp. So as I get home, I'm playing this, and I don't quite like the way it sounds. I don't like quite the way it feels. So I called the gentleman, James Carbonetti. I'm like, "Listen, it's really buzzy. Can I bring it in?" And he was, of course, part of the service anyway. So I go there. He says, "Yeah, it was too little relief." He gave it a little bit of relief, and let me tell. I mean, I don't know if you can tell. If the camera can tell how good this action is. And now I love it. I don't want to let it go. I've always been a single coil fan. I did not think that I was going to like a Telecaster, like a regular Telecaster. Only because like the Telecaster came into being playing country music, and it's not something that I'm into. I don't like the twang. Like I'm not a twangy guy. But this guitar, now that it's set up the right way, I can't stop playing it. So let's talk about the difficulty in the soldering and the putting the parts together. It was a little difficult for me to drill this right here. So I had to repeat it once. Like one hole was off, and I had to redo it. So it's okay, But that was it. I had no problems with the soldering. This is the best soldering job I've ever done. This guitar just responds really well. It makes me want to redo the soldering here. This guitar is awesome. Don't get me wrong, this guy is a rocker, but I know that the soldering here is not as pretty as the soldering here. And I do mean pretty. Pretty soldering gives you good audio, is what I say. But that's it. I didn't have any trouble with this guitar. It just took so long because of the parts and because I have to wait, and I wanted choice parts. The neck is Fender, the body is Fender, made in Mexico, made in Japan. The pickups are Oripure. I know I've talked about Oripure before, and I love these pickups. I knew I would. For a second there, I thought I didn't. They're good pickups, and they're super affordable. For me to continue learning, I need the parts. And it takes me a long time to get the parts. So really the cheapest thing here are the pickups. And the pickups are supposed to be handmade. I don't know. They sound fantastic. Like I have an orange drop 0.47 cap. I have brom pots, and it's an Oak Grigsby switch. Oak Grigsby. That's it. It's the shortest video ever because I had no trouble. There was no drama. No drama at all. Let's listen to how it sounds.